Hey guys, welcome to a new video. Today we're going to be taking a look at this PFM brass Chesapeake and Ohio j3a locomotive. This is a very late import by PFM. This was 1981. So they have been importing locomotives since the 1950s. And this is one of their last major run of engines. As you can see, it was 1981. This locomotive is built by United, and I believe there was around 150 made. But these locomotives are beautiful. Something sad about it is, well, I guess it's a good thing and a bad thing. This locomotive has gone considerably down in value. I know these used to sell for around $1,000, but now they sell for $600 or $700, due to the fact that there is many cheaper plastic versions. So I'll give you a little bit of information on this locomotive, and then I'll show you what it looks like. The C&O Greenbrier consisted of 12 locomotives. They were built in 3 batches starting in 1935 with numbers 600 through 604. They were named after Virginia statesmen and were the only Greenbriers with wall shirts valve gear. They were later, the second batch built was in 1942, numbers 605 and 606. They had a higher boiler pressure by 5 foot-pounds, or pounds per square inch, and were the heaviest Greenbriers. The final batch was built in 1948 and was numbered 610 through 614. These were the last 484s built by Lima and the last commercially built 484s. So after the 8 Union Pacific FEF3s and many others. Despite having a smaller heating surface than the previous batch of J3s, they were more efficient and featured full roller bearing rods on every axle. The average between all of the J3As was a tractive effort of 64,000 pounds, and they were numbered, and the only one still around is number 614, which ran an excursion service in the 80s and 90s and was the last one built. It is still in preservation, but no longer is in working condition. So now we'll get on to the locomotive, the model. So here we have a locomotive out of the box, and you can just see how well detailed and well built this locomotive is. This locomotive is extremely high quality. This late Japanese stuff by United, KTM, and many other late brass builders in Japan they rivaled the quality of late 90s Korean stuff. Not necessarily in like technology, they didn't come with lights or they weren't factory painted, but just like the quality of the craftsmanship and the build quality far exceeds any Korean builder at the time, in my opinion. I've had much less problems with soldering and gearbox problems on Uniteds and KTMs that were older, but just as detailed as Korean counterparts. But this locomotive I will probably leave unpainted, even if I do put a decoder in it. I'll leave it unpainted just because it's kind of too pretty to paint almost, I feel like. And, you know, I can always get another one that's, you know, a cheaper version or one that's factory painted. But you can see it's got this flap. This kind of flap was, you know, unique to later PFMs. But you can see the interior detail. It's not super detailed. It's, you know, not, you know, like some of the Nakamura shit, H13 engines, but it gets the job done. And you can see the cylinders and everything. You can tell that this was, you know, designed to look nice from the factory, you know. There's the underframe. You can see it's got a sound cam, and these have a great cam motor. If you can actually look in there, you can see the entire firebox is open. That's because, well, let me try to, sorry for the, let's see. Okay, I can't get in focus, but you can see the motor right there. And you can see all that space. So when I do put a decoder in this, I don't have to, I can put room in there, because you can see all that room in there. This is a very similar drive mechanism, gearbox and stuff, to the other late PFM C&O engines. Trying to think of what else to say. There's not much else. Here's the tender. I think it's kind of an almost aesthetic that, you know, it's kind of like a uneven coat on the tender. I don't know if that's intentional or just not a great job, but it does add a kind of nice effect. You can see it's got sound holes, and everything about this locomotive is just, you know, 10 out of 10. So, I don't really have a large tractor on it at the moment, which is why it was in the box, because I don't have an operating layout at the moment, so it'll kind of be just a little short test run on a little 3-foot section of track. But that's about it for the talking portion of this video. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.